Good afternoon, friends. Let me talk about heptadecagon today. Heptadecagon, regular 17 gon, regular polygon with 17 sides. All the sides are equal. Now, this heptadecagon has some important uh, history in the literature of mathematics. So, I have decided to talk about it. So, construction of regular polygons. This has been worked out from the ages of Greek geometers. So we start with isosceles triangle, regular trigon, three sides are equal, so it's an isosceles triangle or regular trigon. Now, construction problems are very popular among since the time of Greek geometers. You draw two circles with radius AB and they meet at C. So ABC is isosceles triangle. So this is easy. Now, now we go to square, regular four-gon. You draw two circles entered with A and B with the radius AB, and you draw two perpendiculars at A and B. They meet the circles at D and C. So ABCD is a square. So this is the construction of square or regular four-gon. Regular five-gon, which is pentagon, is constructible. It's a bit messy, a bit tricky, but the sole idea is to construct 72 degrees. Okay, once you get 72 degrees, you can construct the pentagon or regular five-gon. Now comes hexagon, regular six-gon. It's quite symmetric and beautiful. You just need five circles and you get A, B, E, F, G, D as a hexagon or the regular six-gon. Now the Greek geometers got stuck with heptagon. They tried a lot but couldn't construct heptagon. So with today's literature, we can mathematically prove that it's impossible to construct hexagon or the regular seven-gon with the straight edge and compass, and I'll talk about it. So to study the constructibility of regular n-gons, we need a concept which was discovered by Fermat. He looked at the numbers like 2 to the power n plus 1. So if we call it Fn, then F0 is 3, which is prime. F1 is 5, 2 power 2 power 1, 2 square plus 1, 4 plus 1 is 5. F2, so 2 power 4 plus 1, which is 16 plus 1 is 17 is prime. F3, 2 power 8 plus 1 is 257 is again prime. And F4, 2 power 4 plus 1 is 6, 5, 537, which is again prime. So at the time of Fermat, he could compute up to n equal to 4 for his numbers, 2 power 2 power n plus 1, and all of them turned out to be prime. So that made him thinking that possibly this is a prime generating formula. All are primes for different values of n. And there comes Euler. In 1732, he calculated F5, this number 2 power 2 power 5 plus 1, and he showed that this is composite as it can be factored as 641 times 6700,417. So F5 turned out to be composite, and from then on, whatever Fermat's number is computed, all of them turned out to be composite. There no other Hermes prime has been discovered except F0, F1, F2, F3, and F4. But there are still some questions hanging. There are still a lot of questions hanging with Fermat's numbers or Fermat's primes. Like if Fn is composite for all n bigger than 4, won't we get any Fermat's prime ever anymore? Are there infinitely many Fermat's prime? And if the Fermat's primes are there after F4, are they infinite in number? This question was raised, studied by Eisenstein 1844. Are there infinitely composite Farmer's number? That also is not known. Does there exist a Farmer's number which is not square free? So there are several questions that are open for Farmer's number, and this is an important concept in the constructibility of regular n-gons. There came a theorem. I'll talk about the history a little more. There came a theorem which is called Gauss-Wurzel theorem in 1837, and it states that a regular polygon of side n is constructible by straight edge and compass if and only if the the odd prime factors of n are distinct Farmer's primes. There can be any power of 2 in the prime factorization of n. That's not a problem. But the odd prime factors should not have powers, and they need to be Farmer's prime. Only then and only then a regular n-gon is constructible. This is a very powerful theorem, and the proof goes like this. Some outline. A regular n-gon is constructible if and only if the angle 2 pi by n is constructible, right? So if you can draw the angle 2 pi by n for different values of n, then you put the angle at the center of the circle, and you get a regular n-gon. And 2 pi by n is constructible if and only if cos 2 pi by n, which is an algebraic number, is constructible. It is easy to go from cos 2 pi by n to the angle 2 pi by n. Then there is a little trick involved. Maybe I'll talk about it. So this is the basic idea, and Wurzel used some Euler-Torsion function, Torsion number, and this if and only if part, both the parts got proved in by 1837. Now 17 is a Farmer's prime, as we saw. This is F3, I guess. Yes, F3 is 17. So the regular heptadecagon is constructible using compass and unmarked straight edge. This was shown by Carl Friedrich Gauss in 1796 as the at the age of 19. So Wurzel proved it the proved the necessary part in 1837, but the sufficient part got proved by Gauss in 1796, and he didn't publish anything about the necessary part. Probably he got it or he didn't get it. We don't know, but Gauss used the sufficient part to construct a heptadecagon or a regular 17 gon. So, as I told, he constructed cos 2 pi by 17 by this formula. By this formula, this came from an equation of degree 17, and you can see this involves nothing but square root of the numbers. Square root of the numbers, and we know we given two numbers, CA, two lengths, CD and CB. DE is the square root of CD and DB. So we can construct square roots. So we can construct the right hand side. So we can construct the number cos 2 pi by 17, and with a bit trick we can retrieve the angle 2 pi by 7. That's necessary and sufficient for constructing heptadecagon. Here is a construction by Herbert William Richmond, 1893, construction of regular 17 gon. It's not that messy, but there are several steps. I'm not going through it. And by 12 steps, you can construct a regular heptadecagon. I tried the proof. And it is getting messy, and it is following the same path as this one. We constructed each of these numbers and then finally got cos 2 pi by 17. So I leave the proof as the exercise to the viewers. Thank you.